let's have a listen to this. This, again, dark arts, black magic, psychological manipulation, propaganda, political deception, whatever you want to call it. I like black magic because it's an ancient term, very old term, and I think it captures it perfectly more than just reducing it to propaganda, okay? Because I think while they're similar things, like I think black magic just captures it a little bit better. So let's have a listen to this stuff.
Of course, the majority of them are men travelling on their own.
So he's obviously talking about the amount of international protection applicants or just strange people coming into this land in their thousands, tens of thousands. He's talking about them. So we go back and listen.
Of course, the majority of them are men travelling on their own. These are people who have to risk their...
Of course, they're men travelling on their own, okay? He says it as if, sure, didn't everyone know this? Sure, why wouldn't it be the case? How could it possibly be anything different other than men coming here? Of course. For years, we've been told, lads, just wives or just mothers and families, mothers and children coming here. And now all of a sudden it's, well, sure, of course it's only men. Like, the disdain that these people must have for myself and regular people in this country must be astronomical, or must be to the bowels of Tartarus in its depth of venom against the Irish people, to just go up there bold-faced and just declare, sure, of course it's men, after for years manipulating the modern Irish or the average Irish person into thinking that we're helping widows and nearly full orphans across the Ukraine, okay? So it turned into that, the Trojan horse, the blue and yellow Trojan horse that it was, okay? And blue and yellow wasn't a Tipperary jersey either. But the Trojan horse that came with the Ukrainian families all of a sudden turns into men from all corners of the globe, or the flat earth, whatever you want to take it, okay? But let's go on.
These are people who have to risk their lives crossing the Mediterranean or perhaps the Sahara.
Crossing the Mediterranean or the Sahara. So he's delineating out that these people are coming from Africa or the Middle East, okay? And that's predominantly where they're coming from. So now he's making the case that, of course, it'll be just the men coming here. Why wouldn't it be? Should they have to cross the desert? Why do they have to cross the desert? And why must they land on our shores, okay? Because you can't get any further west in Europe than Ireland, so how are they ending up here? And why are you talking like it's such a natural thing to have happen when it's totally not the case that it's a natural thing to have happen?
Of course it's going to be the case that most of them are men. They're the ones who are sent or their families save up
Sorry there, listen to this again.
Who are sent or their families save up the money to...
Listen to this again.
Who are sent or case that most of them are men. They're the ones who are sent or their families save up.
Those are the ones who are sent. Now, that's a Freudian slip, okay? Because you can see his head goes down, his hand gets a little bit nervous. He needs to try and recapture himself and put himself back on the tracks of what he was trying to say or was supposed to say in the first place. That's a Freudian slip there. He's after telling you something, and he's after trying to backtrack on that now. Watch this again. Watch the change in him, in his tone, in his posture, and in the speed of the movements of his hand, okay? Watch this again as he says, and then tries to correct himself.
And most of them are men. They're the ones who are sent or their families save up the money to...
Listen to how jittery he gets there, because he realizes what he's after doing there. He's after telling you the truth when he didn't mean to. He's after telling you these men are being sent here, okay? So my question to him would be, by who? And why are you covering this up? Listen to this again. And don't even bother trying to tell me that this is not the case. This is absolutely what you're looking at. Trust your instincts on this one.
Going to be the case most of them are men. They're the ones who are sent, or their families save up the money to allow them.
You know what you're looking at there. Someone's after giving you a Freudian slip. They're after letting something out of the bag without meaning to, and now he's trying to cover it up.
To make the journey, and of course, in many cases, they have families back home, wives and children, and elderly relatives that they would like to be able to follow them in a few years' time after they've gained status, got a job, and made some money. And
Okay, so he's basically telling you that these people are economic migrants. If the country is safe enough for the husband of a family to leave, travel thousands and thousands of miles, and take so much time away from his family that he can set himself up, get a job, and save enough money to bring them over, then that country is safe, okay? Because otherwise, who's keeping his wife and children safe back in his native country? You know, it's total nonsense what this man is talking about and trying to justify, okay? Even slipping up and leaving the cat out of the bag on occasion, okay? So this is an incredibly deceitful man you're looking at. These are highly manipulative people who speak out of all holes in their body, okay?